Isang magandang Martes sa inyong lahat. Ito po ang October 19, 2021 edition ng The Stock Market Today. At 67 days na lang, Pasko na. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chadoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. At ginagawa ko po itong report araw-araw na sinimulan ko po ng August of last year. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa CNVRG Grid and Development Corporation at KEEPR Holdings. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSEI ngayong araw, ika-19 ng Oktubre 2021, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, so let's take a look at our financial news first. Dito po muna tayo, or financial headlines. So tingnan muna natin yung financial headlines. ACEN Energy readies Vietnam battery storage system. Basic Energy plans to acquire 60% ownership of Phil Oil. Philippine casino operator will pursue Japan expansion, CEO says. And To-Go offers perks to vaccinated passengers. Maynilad warns of water interruptions due to government flood control project. But our main news is not there. This is from the request of one of our subscribers, si Saldi Santos. Sabi niya, "Hi sir, what is your opinion of the upcoming FOO of SGD and KEEPR?" SGD is CNVRG Grid and Development Corporation and KEEPR. Okay, so actually, kung titingnan po natin ang PSE on CNVRG Grid and Development Corporation, ay originally that was Maniacan Minerals Development, no? And in 1994, the SEC approved the company's change to UEM Development. On March 18, the SEC approved the name change in corporate name to the present one, as well as the change in primary purpose to engage in power, utilities, and business. And January 15, SGB entered into a shared services agreement with MONDE Grid, Oro Grid, and Calaca High Power. The company shall render monthly management, consulting, and financial advisory services. Actually, this is a holding company, no, of National Grid Corporation, so I was told. Ngayon, ang directors and management po nito ay actually si Henry C. Jr. po ito eh. So, but it's not under the ACEN group. It's a different, this is one of the separate businesses of Henry C., but it is not within the conglomerate of the ACEN group. Si Robert Cuyito is also a director. Also, yes, that's basically the management. Ano? Ngayon, pagdating po dito sa ating main news, actually this is October 18 pa, yesterday, PSE clears follow-on offers on CNVRG Grid and KEEPR's holdings. So the PSE approved the listing application of two firms for shares subject to a follow-on offering with the conduct and listing of shares still subject to their compliance. SGP or CNVRG Grid and Development Philippines and KEEPR's holdings received approval for their applications on Friday last week. CNVRG Grid will be offering to the public up to 1.05 billion common shares as part of its follow-on offering by way of primary offer with an over-allotment option of up to 101 million shares that will be offered by shareholders Henry C. Jr. and Robert Cuyito. Shares will be sold at 12 pesos to 17 apiece. The company is expected to finalize the offer price by October 22. That's next week or within this week. And then, meanwhile, Lucio Co's Keepers Holding, previously Da Vinci Capital, received the green light for the listing of up to 3 billion common shares for its follow-on offering by way of primary offer. Shares will be sold from around 2 to 250 pesos apiece. The company is scheduled to set the final offer price on October 28. The company can raise as much as 7.5 billion at the high end of the range. Proceeds of the offer will be used for strategic acquisition opportunities, product portfolio, and distribution channel expansion. The co-led company is being revived to operate via liquor distribution business. It entered into a share swap transaction with Costco for shares of Montosco, Meritus Prime, and Premier Wine and Spirits. So this is basically a imported wine business of Lucio Co, who also runs and operates Pure Gold and SNR. Okay, so primarily they are SGP and Keepers are listed companies in the PSE, and this is seen as a boost to increase share prices, fundamental share prices, and we will be reviewing SGP and Keeper later as requested by Zaldi Santos. Alex Daito commented, "Hello there, subscriber here. Any inputs on LTG? Bakit kaya siya sideways at downtrend bias? Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you and more power." Okay, we'll be reviewing also LTG. But LTG kasi is a holding company which include liquor, banks, and Philippine Airlines among them. And I think the drug is on the Philippine Airlines, which is ailing, But since the economy is recovering, and hopefully makarecover si Philippine Airlines. But tingnan natin din yung fundamentals mamaya, ng LTG. Okay? So let's now go to the PSE. The PSEI gained 46.50 points. It continues to move up for the fourth straight day. That's 0.64% up to end at 7266.31. So it's nearing resistance level of 73 to 75, sabi ng mga analyst. Kasi nandito po yung resistance ng index, yung Philippine Stock Exchange Index, ay nandito po sa area to. Nasa 73 to 75 level. Yan, to 73 to 74, actually 73 to 75, Kasi when you talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. So yung ating market summary naman, 90 companies declined, 105 advanced, while 51 remained unchanged. The all-share index also gained 0.46%, or almost sideways, but still green. The sectoral indices naman ended mixed, with the financials, mining, properties, and services down. But the holding companies and industrials are up. But the index is generally up. Okay? So, yung ating most active stocks, so we'll be reviewing the request, or your request, SGB, Keeper, LTG. Then let's also take a look at MONDE, Converge, ACEN, and Ali. Okay, so let's start with analysis of SGP. So these are listed companies, and actually you need to pass certain criteria bago pumasa sa index, and SGP is right now at 395.80, and the follow-on offer would increase its capital and therefore improve its balance sheet. So they're raising capital through the Philippine Stock Exchange with investors. So based on technicals, yung ating indicators are under the candlestick, which is generally going up. And it has been going up since October 2020 with some dips here, but it's generally going up. You see the black line here which started going up November 2020. So yung recovery niya ay halos pataas. and it's moving up. So yung tingnan natin yung 1-week chart niya. So very volatile pa itong SGP, no? Yung next resistance level nandito po sa area to. Nasa 535 po yung next resistance level. And noong March 2018, it reached a high of 1,100 yung CNVRG. So nasa 395 lang. Relatively, it's cheap. But the follow-on offer would improve the fundamentals. And then next, balik natin sa 1 week. KEEPR. Okay, sa KEEPR naman ay moving sideways lang. Bearish to sideways, and it has been moving at that level since March 2021. So bumagsak siya noong March 2021 and it's still on that level. Dati Da Vinci Capital eh. Ngayon binago nila yung kanilang pangalan, ano? So yung support level niya ay nasa 250 to 260, 270 to 280 yung support level niya. And very thin po yung support and resistance lang ni KEEPR. Again, the follow-on offer would improve the fundamentals of the company. And if the fundamentals improves, then the price will also improve. And then LTG naman. LTG is sideways. Bearish to sideways. Pero kung titingnan po natin ang fundamentals ni LTG, let me pull that up. Hindi nyo lang nakikita, no? Ako lang nakakita. So, ang fundamentals niya based on BDO securities, napin natin, LT Group, nasa 1310 or about 31 to 32% upside. Pero, bearish. Bearish to sideways ang kanyang movement, more on the bearish side. Kasi, yung kanyang support ay nandito sa 923, resistance is here at 1037, but it has been moving that way sideways since it started July 2021, but it hasn't been really picking up, ano? But hopefully mag-pick up to dahil yung sinasabi nga nating MPI na sa matagal na panahon ay mababa yung presyo ay finally nagmo-move, ano? Kasi dito dati yung MPI, dito muna tayo sa MPI, nasa 366 siya noong October 4 lang, ano? Ngayon ay nasa 4 pesos na po. Yung tunay na presyo po niya ay 6 pesos. So, ganun din ang dapat mangyari sa LTG because PAL is just one of the components of the group and there are other components which are earning. So the banks are earning, the Vicor business is earning, and probably the cigarette business also. And laggard talaga pagka meron kang airline, ano? But as the economy opens up, the income, no, the passengers would travel would resume, and PAL would be back again in business. Then si MONDE naman. Si MONDE ay naku, bumagsak si MONDE, no? And it is already near support level, actually support area nandito po. Nasa 1474 yung support area po ni MONDE, and it is already bearish, but probably just market sentiment to, no? Meron bang news si MONDE? Disbursements, 6 days special. No, wala. No? Wala. Ito 20 days ago. Tingnan lang natin to, no? If this is worth the news. Billionario party pooper. MONDE drops 8% after Cornerstone. Okay. So, nagbenta yung mga Cornerstone investors. Kaya, nag-drop yung presyo, no? We refer to the PSE request for clarification. Headline party pooper. The company is not... okay. Dininay niya. So, MONDE lost 1.63 or 8.05% to 1862 September 29 after hitting a new all-time high of 20 pesos, 2070. Snapping the food giants for the rally was the divestment of one of MONDE's institutional investors, market watchers said, based on the details provided by bookrunner Credit Suisse. The unaffiliated institutional investor offered to sell 271 billion shares or 1.5% of MONDE. Wealth Security said overnight private placement has completed at 18.80 per share. The company, so sabi niya, the company is not a party nor privy to the transaction subject of the billionaire.com article. It is also not aware of any disclosed and undisclosed information that would have precipitated the transaction described above. So, dininay niya yung news item na yon. But it affected the price of the stock. Okay, so nasa 1474 ang support level and it is already bearish. The RSI is oversold at 29. And then Converge. So, bumababa din to because of the cornerstone investors. Press release 7 hours ago. Tingnan natin to. Sabi niya, switching to 100% renewable energy to power the main office in Pasig City. So, probably cornerstone investors din yung withdrawal. Kaya nagkakaroon ng ganitong effect si Converge, which is turning bearish as the short and medium term indicators are already above the candlesticks. RSI is bearish at 42. So yung ating support level ni Converge nandito po sa 26.64. When I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. Then ACEN. Naku, naka-recover si ACEN. So nag-bounce siya dito sa EMA50, which is acting as support sa 10.72, no? And it is a solid green candlestick gaining 1 peso 8 centavos or 10% up. Marami siyang projects, no? So, yung kanyang bounce ay very distinct, because talaga EMA 50 siya nag-bounce eh. So, yung pinakamalapit na support level niya or sa resistance level nandito po sa 12.30, no? Ang pinakamalapit na resistance level ni ACEN with our EMA 100 still under the candlestick, meaning the long-term indicator is still okay, no? Up pa rin siya. But and the closing price is already above the candlestick, meaning on the short term, it may have recovered. And then finally, we have Ali. Okay, Ali is bullish. As our indicators are under the candlestick, it had a breakout noong October 11 and the previous resistance ay na-break niya. Ito, yung 35 pesos, naging 37.90 and it consolidated for a bit and before continuing to move up, although it is a red candlestick today, but the candlestick is still above our indicators. Ngayon, yung ating resistance, it is already at resistance level here at 38.30, no? Yan po si Ali and it is already overbought, but let's take a look at the DMI. The DMI is 26, meaning ingat lang po tayo dito dahil anytime baka lang mag-reverse ang stock. Okay? Yan po ang ating report sa stock market ika-19 ng Oktubre 2021. Ito po si Benji Chidoro nagpapaalala. Mag-ingat sa COVID, mag-ingat sa scam. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at hanggang sa muli. God bless and bye for now.